Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope everyone is well. So I'm going to continue from where I left the last time. So we solved number 6. So we are going to go to a different set of problems. So number 7 deals with a circle. So this is another concept in geometry, which is circle, which is included in this set. So the question says a circle C has center 2, 5. So the point A, which is 11, 8, lies on the circumference of the circle. So you have to find the equation of the tangent to the circle A. So if I go to my notebook and if I go to perpendicular lines, this one, this whole set. So if I use the draw tool, as you can see, the circle C has center 2, 5. So let's say this is a graph where this is X and this is Y. So a circle has a center, let's say this is 2, 5. So this is C. A circle C has a center 2, 5 and the point, let's say something like this, and the point, let's say 11, 8, which is this one, 11, 8. Let's say 11, 8 is something like this. Let's say 11, 8 is this. 11, 8 is at the circumference of the circle, because this is the circumference, right, and the border. So you have to find the equation of the tangent to the circle A. So circle at A, so this is point A. So you have to find the tangent. So the tangent will be something like this, which is perpendicular to the radius. This is 90 degree. This is the radius R. If I denote the radius by R, this is the tangent. Let's say the tangent is T. So the tangent will be perpendicular to the radius because it's a circle. So you have to find the equation of the tangent to the circle at A. So you have to find the equation of T, this equation. So what do we need to solve this equation? We have this point A with the coordinates 11, 8, and we know that it is perpendicular to the radius. So if we slope of this radius, then we can find the slope of the tangent. So what is the slope of the radius? Let's say this is the slope of radius. Let's say this is CA, this line. So the slope of CA, or the radius, is what? You have to find the slope of the radius first. So we have this point, which is center, which is 2, 5, and this point at the circumference A, which is 11, 8. So the slope would be what? Difference in y coordinates, which is what? Difference in y coordinates divided by difference in x coordinates. So if the difference in x coordinates is 11 minus 2, then the slope is what? 3 by 9 or 1 by 3. This is the slope of the radius, or CA, line CA, which is the radius. So the slope of tangent will be what? Slope of tangent would be minus 3, because minus 3 multiplied by 1 by 3 is minus 1, because these two lines are perpendicular to each other, so their slopes multiplication would be minus 1. So we know the slope of the tangent. So we know the slope. So what is the standard equation? Y equals, of the straight line, y equals minus 3x plus a constant. So we know that this tangent goes through this point A. So if we use 11 8 coordinates, the coordinates of A on this equation, we can find the value of C. So if we use the coordinates of 11 8, for y it's 8, and for 8 and for x it's 11. So 3 multiplied by 11 plus C. So C is what? 8 plus 33, which is 41, right? So the equation is y equals, the equation of tangent T is y equals minus 3x plus 41. This is the equation of the tangent. So this is how you solve this problem. So if I go to number 8, it says a circle has equation x square plus y square equals 5. So a circle, let's say this is a circle and this is the center. So it is, the equation of the circle is what? X square plus y square is 5. So in geometry, the standard equation of circle is x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square equals r square, where AB is the center and r is the radius. So if A and B is 0, or we can, if we write this equation in this form, then we can write x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square equals root 5 whole square. So what should be, this is the equation of the circle in standard circle form in geometry. So what is the center of the circle? 0 0. And what is the radius? The radius is root 5. So what is the exact length of the radius of the circle? The exact length is root 5. If you write in third form, then it's the exact length of the radius. So if P is the point 1 2 on the circle, let's say P, let's say this one, let's say this is P, and it has 1 2 of coordinates. It's on the circle. Okay, so we have to work out the equation of the tangent to the circle at P. So let's say this is the tangent, let's say it's T. So the tangent would be what? Perpendicular to the radius. Okay, so we know the radius is root 5, because we figured out the radius. And the tangent to the circle at P, we have to find the equation of the tangent to the circle at P. So what do we need? We need the slope, because we already have the radius. We can find out the slope. So how can we find out the slope? We know this point is 0 0, the center. Okay, and the radius is root 5. Okay, so this point is 1 2. So the slope is what? Slope of the radius is what? difference of, if we write these two coordinates, let's say 0 0 and 1 2, which is the point P, which is at the circumference of the circle at the boundary, and this is the center. So what would be the slope? Difference in x coordinates and difference in y coordinates. So the difference in y coordinates is what? 2 minus 0, and the difference is in x coordinates is 1 minus 0. So the slope of the radius is 2, right? The slope of the radius is 2. So if the slope of the radius is 2, then the slope of the tangent would be what? Minus half, because the radius and the tangent are perpendicular to each other. This is 90 degree. So the slope of tangent is minus half, because 2 into minus half is minus 1. So we know the slope of the tangent, and we know that the tangent goes through the point P, which is 1 2. So what would be the standard equation of the straight line of tangent T? The equation would be y equals minus half x plus c. Now if we use these coordinates here, we can say for y it's 2 equals minus half multiplied by 1 plus c. So we can find the value of c. So the value of c is what? 2 plus half, which is what? 3 by 2. Okay. So we know the value of c, this. So what is the equation of the tangent T? The equation is what? Y equals minus half x plus 3 by 2. This is the equation of the tangent. So this is done. So if we look at number 9, it has a diagram. It shows a circle with radius 5. So the radius is 5, as you can see from the diagram. The center is the origin, or 0 0. So you have to find the equation of the tangent to the circle at 3 4. So what is 3 4? 3 4, this point. So you have to find the tangent, which is somewhere like this. Tangent to the circle at 3 4, this point. So if you want to find the tangent, first you have to find the radius. So you have to find the slope of the radius. So what is the slope of the radius? This is 0 0 and this is 3 4. So we can find out the slope. The slope is what? The slope of the radius would be what? The difference in y coordinates, or 3 4 and 0 0. So the slope is of the radius is what? Difference in y coordinates divided by difference in x coordinates, right? So this is what? 4 by 3. So if this is the slope, then if this is the slope of the radius, then the slope of the tangent would be what? If the tangent is t, then the slope of tangent would be minus 3 by 4, because radius and tangent are perpendicular, right? So we know the slope of the tangent. So what is the equation? Standard equation of the tangent? Y equals minus 3 by 4 x plus a constant c. So if you look at the diagram, the tangent goes through the point 3 4. 3 4. The tangent goes through the point 3 4. So if you use 3 4 here, So y is 4 equals minus 3 by 4 into 3 plus c, or c is what? 4 plus 9, or is it 9, or yeah, it's 9 by 4. So it's what? 4, 16 plus 9, 25 by 4, right? So this is c. So what is the equation? Y equals minus 3 by 4 x plus 25 by 4. So this is the equation of the tangent at point P, which was 3, 4. So I hope you understand how I went through each one and how I approached it. So to find the equation of the tangent, I always wanted to figure out the slope of the radius, and then through the radius, because radius and tangent are perpendicular, so I can find the slope of the tangent. And if I find the slope of the tangent, I just need one point to figure out the full equation. So this is how I went about to solve these three problems. So thank you for watching this video.